They just think the far left has gone so nutty on so many issues.
That's what they're being told.
That's what they...
By people like you.
Oh, God. Oh, God, Jane Fonda. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. Okay. Jane Fonda.
We're live.
Jane Fonda.
Back on the radio.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. We're back.
We're back
Okay.
on the radio.
Yes, Damien said, I keep hearing Bill Maher might quit his show. Okay, fine. Let him go. I won't miss him. He's as bad as Chuck Todd or Fox News as far as I'm concerned. I agree. Thank God there's magic in the world. Do you know where's their magic? Right now. Greg Proops.
Yeah!
Who is a progressive warrior. Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I
understand it's been quite a technical morning.
Oh, it's been a morning.
Yes.
Honey, you have always honestly been one of the most hilarious humans to me ever. But you're also, I just get inspired by your activism and your political thoughts, and you're just a big ball of fun, Greg Proops. Can I say that?
Oh, yes, you can, Stephanie Miller. Thank you very much for saying that. I try to be a big ball, and then occasionally I'm fun too. So those things often follow one another.
So
bouncing.
We're all coping differently. You tweeted or threaded whatever, blue sky, pardon me, I can't tell the difference anymore. You said, for the next 4 years, my pledge, no mention of pig face. The media is toast, F them, only positivity and humor, fighting for what's right, speaking up for those who cannot, fighting fascism. Thank you. I mean, this is what the hope of fascism is, that we feel helpless and we feel overwhelmed and depressed and we just check out, right?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people feel that way, and a lot of people felt that way for the last, since November. But I just got tired of on social all the hot takes, and she should have done this and she should have done that.
Oh,
it's
God.
like Kamala Harris is like Hillary Clinton, a once in a lifetime rock star, absolutely qualified genius candidate for president. There was a zillion forces against her, and I'm sure you've been hashing it over the last month. So I think moving on, we just we go forward and look at the positive parts. We have more black women in the Senate now, and I think self-preservation is the first order of business, to make sure that we're all calm and together. Well, and then the next thing is to defend people who can't be defended.
One of my first orders of business will be to rename it the United States of Mark Elias, and I know you agree because you retweeted him. But he's one of the warriors. He said Trump wants you to believe he's all powerful and that if you fight back, you'll lose. He wants you to believe if you fight back, you face danger. It's time for us to build not a temporary resistance, but a long-term opposition. And you just said, I'm in. First, we have a little Christmas, then we fight for what's right. Evil will not prevail. And that's exactly it, right? At this point, Greg, just like self-care. Do you, do whatever you need to do. These two are addicted to, what's that thing?
Connections. New York Times Connections.
I got it today.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm balls deep into Madam Secretary because I love Tia Leone. And in my world that I live in, a strong, powerful woman runs the world, basically. But you're right. And then get back in the fight, right? I mean, the fact that this is such a clown show and how many nominees are already out, and he hasn't even started yet, right? He is not the great and powerful Oz.
No, he's not. He's terrible. He's an awful. Well, I mean, almost all Nazis and fascists are incompetent boobs led by, racism and sexism, and they don't really have an agenda because there's nothing to accomplish. The only thing to accomplish is chaos and destruction, and that's not really like a tenable, I think, thing that you can carry on with, because at a certain point people get tired of it and it stops.
Yeah. I say that I feel the term incompetent boob is underused, and I thank you for bringing that back.
I mean, if there's anyone who's an incompetent, and everyone that he knows, I mean, the thing that's so irksome is the media has been, pliant, obsequious lapdogs who openly support fascism because they want the clicks and they want everyone to be agitated, and it works so well for them.
Yeah.
And they'll take whatever I can barely get it out, advertising dollars they can get simply by doing that. And so I can't listen to them every second anymore. And during the 4 years that he was in before, and I'll never say he was president because he's not my bloody president.
I have like 6 of those T-shirts. Not my president. That's a nice thing, is since he's going to blow up the economy. Thank you. With tariffs, I can reuse all of my old shirts. Maybe we'll even have impeachment again. I have impeachment shirts. I have not my president. I have
See, why not?
resistance T-shirts.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. You retweeted our friend Jamie Harrison, who said Joe Biden's a good and decent man. He's a public servant who has always strived to try to do what he believes is best for all. Joe Biden is also an amazing father. Today he did what was best and what was right, and that was that. And you just retweeted it and said truth. Like, I'm so sick of the, pearl clutching and bedwetting on our side sometimes, Greg. I'm like, are you kidding me? You voted for a felon, a 34 felon rapist. You're clutching your pearls over, Biden should, and again, the information that changed is Trump won and put in all these, what do you want to call them? These people that have vowed to go after his son, right?
Oh no, there would be nothing but there'd be 4 years of tormenting Hunter Biden, which isn't productive and just plays into their nonsense narrative. Everything's fiction with them, How do you solve immigration? Oh, you put everyone in jail. How do you solve gender issues? You ban everyone. I mean, it's always fiction. The answer always lies in the Bible or in some weird fictional thing that's not really happening. It's never a nuts and bolts, And that's the thing that makes Biden so great.
Right.
How effective has he been? I go all over the country all the time. I tour every day, and believe me, I go to every state, including Ohio and Iowa and places like that, in Oklahoma. And oh my goodness, now you can get the internet when you drive through rural Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no one wants to talk about things like that, but I do, because when we drive across states that are red states, and I love all the people there because they're good people too. It's not a matter of I also don't like when people go like, oh, I hate Mississippi or whatever. And it's
right.
Like, look, Mississippi's full of beautiful people. The governments of each of these states are hideous beyond compare. Yeah.
Well, Greg, we've been talking about this. Michael Tomasky, Alan Lichtman, the historian, or the historian who's gotten every election right, have all pointed to the same thing: disinformation. So whether it's people, and we were saying it's not just Fox News. It's that whole ecosphere drives the mainstream media now. And so we saw this ridiculous double standard that they use for Joe and Kamala and for Trump. I mean, he's gotten so sane-washed and so normalized, and there's so much disinformation. I mean, this tweet this morning, the disinformation just Musk disseminates has been viewed billions of times. Many people are living in an alternate universe that calls into question the fundamental basis of political decision-making in this country. I keep saying it, Greg, like if I believed that I'm sending my kid to school and they're coming back a different sex without my permission, or people were eating my pets, I guess I might vote that way too. But you and I go, how could people believe such ridiculous lies? But they do, because it is echoed everywhere in this right-wing ecosphere.
Yeah. No, it's a ceaseless flood of disinformation. And then you go to other places outside of where we live, and, we're chattering class people because we follow the news and we're media types. They don't get any real information. Right. You know what I mean? It's not accessible to them. It's not what comes through the pipeline. When I play in real places all over America and stuff like that, it's not so much too that they believe everything that they see. It's that they don't have access to the truth, and at this point, everything's been QAnon so hard, and like you say, the mainstream media supports it so much. It's difficult to see what's true. And also, let's be honest, a lot of people voted because they're racist and sexist. Yeah. And that's what they voted. And here's something, Stephanie, that people always say: why do people vote against their interests? They're not. Their interest is racism and sexism.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. I just finished, I'm going to say, an 11 billion mile bike ride. And thank God I happen to have this magic potion with me, ASEA, as seen on the Stephanie Miller Show. It helps my cells communicate better so that I can heal faster from overdoing because I'm lying about my age. I also use it on my face.